6 golden habits that keep you young after 50. Discover the secrets to healthy aging and long life. Health Aura. Know it right. Live it light. Have you ever seen someone in their 80s walk into a room with ease, shoulders back, steady steps, eyes full of spark, and thought, "Wow, I want to be like that someday"? Meanwhile, someone in their early 60s might already be struggling with balance, feeling winded after a short walk, or constantly battling aches and fatigue. It's something we don't talk about enough: how differently people age. Here's the surprising part. It's not just genetics. It's not about luck either. And it definitely isn't magic. The real reason some people stay vibrant well into their golden years comes down to daily habits. Simple, science-backed habits that protect your body, mind, and spirit over time. We believe aging should be a time of freedom, not frustration. You deserve to feel sharp, energized, and capable. And no, you don't need expensive treatments or extreme diets to get there. Just a few smart changes in your routine can completely shift the way you feel and function, even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 6 golden habits of healthy aging. These are things top researchers at Harvard and the National Institute on Aging have studied for years. They've seen how these habits can improve energy, strengthen memory, and even help people stay independent longer. But here's the thing: most people never hear about them until it's too late. If you're over 50, now is the perfect time to start. Not with drastic overhauls, but with small daily actions that add up over time. Because once fatigue, forgetfulness, or frailty set in, the road back is harder. The good news? You can start strengthening your health foundation right now. So, what are those daily steps that keep vibrant 80-year-olds going strong? That's exactly what we're about to explore. And along the way, I invite you to reflect. What's one small habit you've started that makes you feel more alive? Drop it in the comments. Ready to reclaim your energy, protect your brain, and enjoy life more fully. Let's dive in with the mindset of Health Aura. Know it right. Live it light. Golden Habit 1. The transformative power of daily walking. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. You step outside, the morning air brushes your skin, your feet begin to move one in front of the other. There's no rush, no pressure, just the steady rhythm of your body waking up to the world. The sky stretches wide above you, and each breath fills your lungs with life. This simple act, walking, is something we often take for granted, but it may be the most powerful tool you have to fight aging naturally and reclaim your vitality. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need special shoes or gear. You don't even need to be in great shape to begin. All you need is a willingness to take that first step. Walking is one of the most accessible, affordable, and scientifically supported habits for longevity, and yet it's overlooked because it seems too easy. But that's where the magic lies, in its simplicity, in its consistency, in its ability to reconnect you to your body's natural rhythm of movement. Science backs it up too. According to Harvard Medical School, walking just 30 minutes a day can reduce your risk of heart disease by up to 40%. That's not a small improvement. It's a life-saving transformation. Your heart becomes stronger. Your lungs work more efficiently. Your joints stay mobile rather than stiff. Your muscles, even the ones that have grown dormant, begin to awaken. But walking isn't just physical. It's deeply mental, even emotional. A study from Stanford University revealed that walking increases creative thinking by up to 60%. That's not just good for artists or writers. It's good for everyone. Clearer thoughts, better problem solving, a more positive mood. Walking naturally boosts endorphins, which lift your spirits and calm your nervous system. It's nature's built-in antidepressant, available anytime you need it. Let's take this a step further. Imagine someone who once struggled with basic movement, stairs, carrying groceries, or just standing up from a chair. They didn't start with marathons or fancy fitness plans. They simply started walking, just 10 minutes a day. And within months, their legs grew stronger, their back stopped hurting, and their balance improved. They felt sharper, lighter, more in control. That kind of progress isn't rare. It's repeatable, it's real, and it's within your reach. Walking also increases circulation and oxygen flow to the brain, which is vital as we age. Better circulation means your brain gets the nutrients it needs to stay sharp. It supports memory, focus, and overall mental resilience. For seniors concerned about cognitive decline, walking is one of the most natural defenses available. It also reduces inflammation in the body, a key contributor to many age-related diseases, from arthritis to Alzheimer's. And here's what most people miss. Walking is a lifestyle, not a task. It can be your quiet moment of reflection, your social connection with a friend, or your meditative break from a noisy world. You can walk slowly. You can walk briskly. You can walk around the block, through a forest trail, or simply pace your home. The point is, your body was built to move, and when you honor that, your body rewards you in return. Don't wait until pain or fatigue forces you to make a change. Start now, even if it's 5 minutes at a time. Each step is a message to your body. I still care. I'm still here. Consistency, not perfection, is what builds a strong foundation for aging with grace and strength. Because aging well isn't about resisting time. It's about embracing it with purpose, movement, and intention. So take that first step. Not for fitness, for freedom, for clarity, for your future self, who will thank you not just for adding years to your life, but life to your years. Golden Habit 2. Eat to stay. Timeless, not just full picture. This, you sit down for a meal, the colors on your plate vivid, the aroma earthy and alive, the first bite awakening something deep in your body. Not just hunger, but healing. What if I told you that every meal you eat is more than calories or taste? It's a conversation with your cells. Each bite is either telling your body to regenerate, to protect, to energize, or to inflame, to decay, and to slowly give up. That's the quiet power of food. It whispers messages into your bloodstream, shaping how you age, how you think, how you feel. And the older we get, the more clearly those messages matter. After 50, your nutritional needs rise even as your appetite might shrink. Your immune system demands stronger fuel. Your bones crave more support, and your brain pleads for nutrients that will preserve memory and focus. But sadly, many of us do the opposite. We reach for what's fast, what's easy, what's familiar. Toast from a bag, cereal from a box, dinners that come wrapped in plastic, microwaved in minutes. Convenient? Yes, but they come at a price, silently draining your energy, fogging your mind, stiffening your joints. But here's the truth that can shift everything. It doesn't take a radical diet or a total life overhaul to change your trajectory. It takes intention. Start small. One fresh meal a day. One vibrant plate at a time. Think real, colorful, whole. Spinach at breakfast. Roasted vegetables at lunch. A dinner that looks like it came from the earth, not a factory. The transformation begins quietly. Maybe you sleep better. Maybe your knees stop aching. Maybe your afternoon crash disappears. And then it builds. Your skin looks clearer. Your thoughts are sharper. You feel lighter in your body, stronger in your steps. It isn't magic. It's biology. Leafy greens like kale and collards are packed with vitamin K, which supports bone strength and reduces fractures. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines deliver omega-3s to keep your brain sharp and slow mental decline. Whole grains, such as oats and quinoa, stabilize your blood sugar and curb that roller coaster fatigue. Even your beverages play a role. Many people over 60 don't realize their thirst signals weaken with age, but hydration is still crucial. Water helps regulate your temperature, flush toxins, and transport nutrients to where they're needed most. So, drink more. Choose water over soda. Herbal tea over sugary juices. Add lemon, mint, cucumber, whatever keeps your glass full and your body flowing. There's even more science to back this up. A study published in Neurology showed that seniors who followed a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, legumes, fish, and healthy fats, had a 30% lower risk of cognitive decline. That's not just protection, that's prevention on a plate. Still, let's be honest. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to swear off chocolate or track every calorie. What matters is awareness. It's knowing that highly processed foods like deli meats, packaged snacks, and sugary cereals aren't neutral. They quietly speed up aging from the inside out, inflaming your joints, dulling your memory, exhausting your system. This is why food becomes your most powerful daily choice. You can't control time, but you can control what's on your fork. Not for vanity, not even for weight, but for clarity, for movement, for freedom. Because when your body feels nourished, you move more, you laugh louder, and you live better. So take a look at your next meal. Is it building you up or wearing you down? Let your plate reflect the future you want to feel. Eat with purpose. Eat with power. Eat like your life depends on it, because in many ways, it does. Golden Habit 3. Train your mind like it matters, because it does imagine for a moment that your mind is a garden. In youth, it's vibrant, alive with color, full of growth. But as the years pass, without care, weeds of forgetfulness creep in, and once vivid thoughts begin to blur. The soil dries. What once felt sharp now feels soft, slow, distant. Most people worry about their bodies as they age, how far they can walk, how much they can lift, but few prepare for the quiet erosion of memory. It doesn't happen all at once. It arrives in small forgettings, where you placed your keys, the name on the tip of your tongue, the appointment you swore you remembered. These moments may seem harmless, but over time, they build a pattern. What many don't realize is that memory loss isn't inevitable. It's not a curse that comes with a certain birthday. It's often the result of disuse, neglect, and a lack of mental movement. Just as your muscles weaken when you stop using them, your brain slows down when you stop challenging it. The beautiful truth is that your brain is far more adaptable than you think, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. With the right habits, you can protect and even sharpen it. You can wake it back up. One of the most powerful tools is also one of the simplest: reading. Each time you read, your mind is decoding symbols, creating meaning, forming images, connecting memories. Whether it's a mystery novel, a biography, a recipe, or the morning news, you are strengthening attention, focus, and memory. Reading is cognitive resistance training. And then there are puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, logic games. They demand your brain to stretch, solve, and think differently. Research has shown that older adults who regularly engage in these types of mental games experience sharper short-term memory and quicker mental processing than those who don't. But it doesn't stop there. Learning something new, truly new, is a game changer. A language, a musical instrument, a painting technique, or even how to use new technology. These stretch your brain in unfamiliar directions, forcing it to create new neural pathways. And those new pathways? They're what keep your memory sharp and your awareness vivid. The key is novelty. When your brain is surprised, curious, or even slightly challenged, it wakes up. And perhaps the most underrated mental workout of all is conversation. When you talk, listen, respond, share stories, debate ideas, your brain is firing rapidly in real time. Conversation is not just social. It is intellectual, emotional, and neurological engagement. Studies show that people who stay socially active experience slower cognitive decline. And the best part? It doesn't take hours. Just 15 minutes a day of reading, playing word games, chatting with a friend, or trying something new creates a ripple of benefits. These little acts are signals to your brain. Stay alert, stay active, stay alive. This is about more than memory. This is about identity. Your memories are your connection to yourself, to your history, your loved ones, your passions, your sense of purpose. Protecting your brain is not optional. It's essential. So ask yourself, not just how you're moving your body, but how you're moving your mind. Are you feeding it stories, questions, puzzles, laughter? Or are you letting it grow still, silent, and dim? Because your mind doesn't age the way your skin does. It ages based on how much you ask of it. Don't let it fade simply because you stopped asking it to grow. You don't need expensive tools or fancy brain training apps. You just need intention. You need purpose. You need curiosity. Your mind is listening. Feed it well. Challenge it gently. Engage it daily. Because your story isn't finished. And every day you stay present, every new thought you entertain, is proof that the most important part of aging is staying awake to your own life. Golden Habit 4. Build strength, reclaim power. One movement at a time. Close your eyes and imagine standing tall, your balance steady, your body strong and responsive. You rise from a chair without effort. You carry bags without hesitation. You walk with confidence, not caution. This isn't wishful thinking. It's biology responding to attention. Because weakness isn't a byproduct of age. It's the echo of disuse. What many people never learn is that aging doesn't weaken you. Inactivity does. Deep within your body, starting as early as your 40s, a silent process begins. One that accelerates with every year of neglect. It's called sarcopenia, the gradual and often invisible loss of muscle mass. It doesn't scream. It creeps, and over time, it chips away at the strength you once took for granted. But the miracle is this. It's not irreversible. You can stop it. You can reverse it. You can rebuild the strength that aging tries to steal. Not with surgeries, not with prescriptions, but with resistance, with movement, with simple, deliberate strength training. Your muscles are more than tissue. They are your freedom. They hold you up. They catch your fall. They help you lift, reach, walk, rise, and when they fade, So does your independence. But even a few minutes a day of targeted movement can turn everything around. You don't need a gym. You don't need machines. You need consistency. A chair becomes a support for squats. A water bottle becomes a dumbbell. A wall becomes your training partner. With intention, your kitchen becomes your fitness studio. Every time you push, pull, lift, or hold, your muscles listen. They respond. They strengthen. According to the National Institute on Aging, just 2 sessions of resistance training per week can reduce your risk of falling, improve balance, and even boost your bone density. That's not just helpful. That's life-saving. Because falls remain one of the most common causes of injury in people over 65. And muscle is your greatest defense. But this is about more than protection. This is about self-belief. When your body feels weak, your world contracts. You move less. You avoid stairs. You sit out the dance. You stop reaching for things you used to enjoy. But strength reverses that shrinking. It expands your world again. It returns your voice, your control, your energy. And something beautiful happens when your muscles grow. You feel younger. Not because your age has changed, but because your posture does. Your presence does. You feel upright, not just physically, but emotionally. Your back straightens. Your walk has rhythm. Your body feels like it belongs to you again. That's what strength gives you. Not vanity, not ego, freedom, confidence, joy. So ask yourself, not what number is on your birthday card, but how strong do you feel when you reach, rise, lift, or stretch? If the answer is not yet strong, let that be your beginning. Because your muscles are waiting for your signal, and your body is not done responding. Aging is not a sentence. It's a choice to stay in motion or not. Choose motion. Choose resistance. Choose power. Golden Habit 5. The healing power of connection. Because you're not meant to go it alone, there's something you can't measure with a blood test or track on a fitness app. It doesn't come in a bottle or a pill. And yet, it may be the most powerful medicine of all. Human connection. The kind that makes you feel seen, heard, remembered. You can eat the perfect diet, walk your daily miles, build strength, and get 8 full hours of sleep. But if you're doing it all in silence, with no one to share the joy of it, your body still feels the emptiness. And your brain knows. Your heart knows. Because loneliness doesn't whisper. It wounds. It doesn't just dim your spirit. It disrupts your biology. Science has now proven what the soul has always known. Connection is essential. According to leading research, chronic loneliness increases the risk of early death by 26%, the same as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It raises inflammation, weakens your immune system, and accelerates cognitive decline. That means isolation doesn't just make you feel worse. It makes you become worse, physically and mentally. And yet, it often goes unnoticed, even by those experiencing it. It creeps in when routines shrink and days grow quiet, when people drift away and the phone doesn't ring, when you start believing you're fine until your sleep changes, your energy dips, your joy begins to fade, and you can't quite remember the last time someone said your name with warmth. But here's the hopeful truth. Connection doesn't require a crowd. You don't need a dozen best friends or a calendar packed with events. One real conversation. One moment of shared laughter. One meaningful hello. That's enough to begin. Something as simple as joining a community group, Calling an old friend or offering to help a neighbor can breathe life back into your days. It's not about being social for the sake of being busy. It's about being seen, heard, felt. When you talk with someone face to face, your brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, your stress levels drop, your heart steadies, your mind sharpens, you feel safer, calmer, more alive. Seniors who stay socially engaged have a significantly lower risk of dementia, depression, and even heart disease. But this is more than prevention. This is nourishment, emotional nutrition. It's putting yourself back in the rhythm of human life. In the warmth of shared space, your world expands. You remember that you still matter, that you still belong, that your story is still being written. If life has created distance, you can rebuild. If people have gone quiet, you can reach out. If the walls feel too still, you can invite sound back in, through voices, smiles, connection. Because the truth is, you're not meant to fade quietly. You're meant to be surrounded by light, warmth, and the presence of others who care that you showed up. So don't wait. Call someone. Walk with someone. Speak to someone new. Not next week. Not someday. Now. Because loneliness is silent, but connection speaks life. And your body, mind, and spirit are always listening. Golden Habit 6. Deep sleep. Your silent superpower for healing and longevity. Imagine your body surrounded by darkness, the outside world quiet, your breath soft, slow, steady. This is not just the end of your day. This is the beginning of your restoration. Because sleep isn't a luxury. It's life's most profound healer. Your body's nightly meeting with repair, protection, and renewal. And yet, it's the first thing most of us neglect. We squeeze it, delay it, interrupt it, trading precious hours of rest for glowing screens, noisy thoughts, and restless nights. Over time, it shows, not just in the lines beneath your eyes, but in the fogginess of your memory, the heaviness of your mood, the stubbornness of your blood pressure, and the dull fatigue that follows you through the day like a shadow. What few people realize is this: deep, restorative sleep is not optional if you want to age well. It's foundational. It is the very rhythm that underlies every other healthy habit you try to build. When you sleep deeply, your brain clears out waste, literally removing toxins that accumulate during waking hours. This process, called the glymphatic system, is like a cleansing tide sweeping through your mind, making space for clarity, for memory, for calm. Sleep also recalibrates your hormones, balancing cortisol, regulating insulin, and boosting melatonin to protect your metabolism, mood, and immune strength. Without it, even the cleanest diet and most dedicated exercise will never reach their full potential. And yet, as we age, sleep doesn't always come easily. Your internal clock becomes more fragile. You wake more often. Your ability to reach those deep healing cycles changes. But this isn't failure. It's nature inviting you to adapt, to tune in to what your body truly needs at night, to give sleep the respect it deserves. Begin by shaping your environment. An hour before bed, lower the lights, lower the noise, lower the pace of your thoughts. Let your body feel the signal. It's time to slow down. Screens, phones, tablets, televisions emit blue light that interferes with melatonin production, the hormone that tells your body to sleep. Replace them with something gentler. Soft music, a quiet book, a warm bath. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Create a sanctuary, not a storage room. Set a consistent bedtime and wake time, even on weekends. Your brain craves rhythm. If your mind won't slow down, don't fight it. Write it. Place a notebook by your bed and empty your thoughts onto paper before lying down. Drink enough water during the day, but taper off in the evening to avoid waking. Avoid caffeine after noon and heavy meals close to bedtime. These may seem small, but they are acts of deep self-care. Because when sleep returns, so does your energy, your focus, your joy. Think of it like this. If movement strengthens your body, sleep repairs it. If food fuels your day, sleep processes it. If connection stimulates your mind, sleep protects your memory. Sleep is not the end. It is the beginning of everything your body needs to thrive. Even a few nights of deep sleep per week can lower inflammation, sharpen mental clarity, and increase resilience. Your future depends not just on what you do, but how well you rest. So tonight, treat sleep like the sacred appointment it is. Keep it, honor it, protect it, not with perfection, but with intention. This is not the time in your life to push through exhaustion. This is the time to let rest rebuild you. Growing older is not about slowing down. It's about waking up to what matters most. And sleep is how you stay awake to life. Deep sleep isn't a luxury. It's how you heal, grow, and thrive. Like this video if you agree, and follow for more simple habits that change everything.